We need your name, surname, and age. One face up.
Oh, my
Until 40.
Okay. My name is Itumeleng Maluleka. I'm from Mamabolo and I'm 28 years of age.
28.
Yeah.
Okay. Starting question number 1. Sometimes our masculinity acts as a defense mechanism, and more often than not, it's projected in a very toxic way. Now, the masculinity is not a problem. There's masculinity in women and femininity in men. It's the toxicity that's sort of problematic to men mostly. Have you ever at any point in your life felt like you're also toxic to a degree?
Yeah, I feel like it's a point I was part of the toxic masculinity group.
Yeah.
Because I believe that there are certain things that a man shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Until I've actually like grown up, and then I was open to like certain things and learned a few things about I mean, it's okay to do certain things as a man, and that doesn't mean you're part of the alphabet gang. You get me? So yeah, I feel like I've grown to that.
Oh.
Yeah, I've outgrown that.
Okay. What was it that you did?
For example, before I joined modeling, I used to think like I used to judge men who do modeling, and then because they always put makeup and all these props, sometimes you have to wear skirts as a prop. So until I was at some gig and then they applied makeup on me, because before I said please don't apply too much makeup on me, and then they said no, we have to do this.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not gonna work.
Okay. No, I get it. Amongst your group of friends, when you were still in high school or primary school, what were the general thoughts about women and how to treat them and how you're supposed to approach them?
Growing up, especially at the adolescent age, I didn't think like women deserve to be treated good. Or okay, for example, let me start at primary school. Primary school, I used to think treating women bad is how you should approach them. It's how you make them like you.
Yeah.
Until I realized that actually me treating them in a certain way is actually me pushing them away.
Okay.
I hope it makes sense.
Okay, you make sense, ne? I know a lot of black parents don't do this, or when they usually do, it's in a context. It's in a contextual, I guess, conversation where they're trying to explain something and then they find a loophole to sort of explain or say something to you. So now, the people that raised you, did they ever speak to you about raising women or how to treat women or how to talk to women or what it is to be a man?
They've actually played a role. Like it's not a matter of them speaking to me about it. It's a matter of me being around them and seeing all these things they do to their wives. Like for example, my friend's brother, they've been together with his wife ever since I was in primary school, and I've seen how he treats his wife. Sorry, I've seen how he treats his wife. They've been together. They've been happy up until today. There's my uncles. And also me having a little sister, that also plays a role in me treating women, because I can't expect other guys out there to treat her right, and when I'm not treating other women right. So yeah, whenever I treat women in a certain way, I also think of how my little sister is supposed to be treated.
How old is she?
19.
Oh, she's grown.
Yeah.
Okay. What makes you feel fulfilled?
What makes me feel fulfilled is seeing the people around me happy.
Yeah.
Like seeing the people around me grow, seeing the people around me being successful.
Yeah.
It's not about because I believe in growing with people around me. I believe in making them grow if I can.
Yeah.
So seeing them happy, seeing them successful makes me fulfilled.
Oh, that's proper. That's proper. Have you ever been in a situation where you feel like you agree with the general conversation about men being toxic?
I have actually. And I don't want to say I didn't want to judge them because I felt like they were right for their certain reasons. Because I also find myself in such situations whereby I say something and then people think I'm toxic.
Yeah.
So I don't think me judging someone for whatever reasons they have, it's correct. Like it's into a sharp for the answer. So me agreeing to them doesn't necessarily mean they're right. It's me making peace with the fact that that's what they believe.
Yeah. What was the situation?
The situation was about like there are certain men who think a woman should just stay at home and raise the kids and cook and do everything.
Yeah.
And I believe the opposite of it. So I didn't want to judge them because that maybe that's how they grew. That's what they believe.
Oh yeah.
Because I believe, okay, let's say for example, let's say I'm married and then my wife goes for a week. I don't see anything wrong with me doing her laundry because I'm in the house alone. But then the conversation was about a man not doing all those things because he's the man. You understand? So I didn't want to judge them because they have their own beliefs and their own reasons.
So what makes you feel like less of a man?
As a man, not being able to take care of the people close to me.
Yeah.
That makes me feel less of a man.
I think most people can relate. Most people can agree with that. Yeah, okay. When was the last time you cried?
Yo, dog. Last year, yeah.
It was
last year, yeah.
It's not that long.
Early last year.
Early last
Yeah.
It's not that, bro, people don't cry out there.
Yo,
What happened?
bro? A lot actually, because it was before lockdown. I got a job, and then 3 weeks after I got the job, lockdown happened. So during lockdown, we only got paid like 3 months, and after 3 months, they had to like stop us from working. So what happened was, I was stressing, and then at the same time, there's a pressure at home, and then there's my mom this side, also like, why don't you look for another job? So I said to her, me, like you not seeing me look for a job doesn't mean I'm not looking for a job.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, besides, there are things that I do. There's woodworking that I do here at home. There's photography. So she was like, I didn't even know you were a photographer. I was like, whoa, I've been a photographer for like 3 years now.
Yeah.
And you're only finding this out now. So she asked me like, okay, if you claim you're a photographer, where's the money?
Yeah.
So I'm like, the guy I work with, we don't split the money because we're saving it for studio equipment. And it wouldn't be fair on his side if I come and take the money and then he doesn't.
Yeah.
So my mom's last word was like, you are useless. And I was like, hey, okay, cool. So at that moment, I didn't want to show her that I was hurt. And then I went to my room, and then like tears started falling off. Your breath was bad.
I can imagine that hurt as well.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the last time I cried.
And I see it ties in with what you said about what makes you feel like less of a man.
Yeah.
You said it's not being able to provide.
Yeah.
So I can understand how it must have cut deep.
Yeah, because me not having a financial plan and some income, even if it's like 200 rands of an income, it's a lot because I can't provide for anyone, even the other ones at home. They come back from school. Imagine they come back from school and then they say, we need bread.
Yeah.
And then I have to wait for my mom to come back from work to buy them bread. So that obviously will make me feel less of a man. So I have to make something so that I take care of them. Even if it's not much, even if it's not me buying them expensive stuff,
Yeah.
just food. Yeah.
I get you, man. Are you and your male friends vulnerable around one another?
We are, well, I think so. I think
Okay, well, what do you guys do that you wouldn't normally do in front of other strangers or other guys that you're not that close to?
take photos. Because I don't, like, as much as I like photos, when I'm around people, I believe in just taking photos alone, selfies.
Yeah.
I don't like just taking my cell phone out, taking group photos with my friends.
Yeah.
But then when I'm with them, like indoors, I don't mind doing that. Take videos, take photos.
Yeah.
But then when I'm out there, I'm like, cause as much as kebab, I can be antisocial. Cause like for example, people like to confuse my social media life with my personal life.
Yeah.
Like go Twitter, no lie, until you meet me in person.
Yeah.
Because for me to go prepare in person, I have to get used to you. I have to be comfortable with you.
Yeah.
And then our relationship have to be at a certain level for me to go prepare. If it's not that, then whenever we meet up, I'm just gonna keep quiet and then speak whenever I have to. Yeah.
Okay, no, I get you. Childhood trauma contributed to, I guess, most of us or every one of us, whether it's neglect, abuse, or bullying. What would you say sort of shaped you from like your past experiences?
Okay, I've never actually experienced childhood trauma.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but then there's something that I've experienced. I don't know if it's trauma or what. Back in 2014, because I used to study BTech architecture in Ncipane University of Technology. So 2014, well, my mom and my dad made an arrangement and they agreed that they both gonna pay my fees like 6 months every year until I finish. So 2014, my second year, my dad just decided he's not gonna pay my fees anymore. Even today I don't even know what his reasons was. So that kind of affected me because I asked myself a lot of questions like why would you do that? What happened? You understand? So until my uncle sat with me down and said to me, just stop asking yourself all these questions because you're gonna end up hurting yourself mentally, emotionally. So I feel like ever since I was told those words, that's when I started growing mentally because that's also when I learned not to depend on anyone.
Yeah.
But depend on myself because I believe in making myself happy. I believe you'll never find happiness in someone else but yourself.
Is it easy for you to shut people out?
Yeah, now. Back then it wasn't, but then now like I can easily shut you out.
Yeah.
I won't even hesitate. Whether I've known you for like 20 years or with childhood friends or what. If I feel like you're disturbing my peace and you're in my way of me growing, then I don't mind shutting you out.
Would you say that the situation with your dad was sort of part of what shaped you to be able to shut people out?
Yeah, because like I said, I've learned to be independent. Because me being independent it means I don't depend on anyone for anything.
Don't stress anyone.
I'm not saying I wouldn't stretch my hand and then gasokopele any help from people. I will, but then if you can't help me, you can't. I won't even force you. I won't even like get to me to say like, yeah, I don't want to, sir, and you have money, blah blah blah. No, you probably have your own reasons as to why you can't help me, and that's it. So yeah, if you can't, you can't. If you can, you can.
Okay, no, I get you, man. When in a relationship, what responsibilities would you say you carry out or you feel like you're expected to perform as a man?
As a man, okay, I feel okay. Providing for my girlfriend, number one. But yeah, as much as I don't want a broke girlfriend, I feel like I still have to provide for my partner, whether it's financially, emotionally, whatever. I feel like I need to be there to support them.
Yeah.
So yeah, as a man, I feel like in a relationship, you need to do all those things. But then I don't have to like rub it out on people like, no guys, this is how you're supposed to treat your girl. I mean, we believe in different ways. There are people out there who believe you treat your woman in a certain way, and which is something maybe I might disagree with. And then I know there's someone out there who might disagree with what I'm saying now.
Yeah.
Based on like how to treat women.
Where was I? Oh, okay. How do you feel about the gender responsibilities between men and women in relationships?
I feel like in a relationship, each and everyone is responsible for their own happiness. That's what I believe. Be happy on your own, I'll be happy on my own, and then we bring the happiness to the relationship. Because I can, okay, let's say I'm rich and then I can provide you, like, I can decide, okay, today let me bitch my girlfriend with 1 million. She'll have to decide whether this 1 million makes me happy or not. If it doesn't make her happy, that's on her.
Yeah.
Because she decided that she doesn't want to be happy.
Yeah.
And if she wants to be happy, then she will be happy. So I feel like don't go around looking for happiness because you're dating someone and then they have to make you happy. Make yourself happy, and I'll make myself happy, and then we bring the happiness to the relationship.
Men aren't known for being very vocal, and often when there is conflict or an altercation amongst men, sometimes even towards females, our first response is usually violence. How have you dealt with conflict in the past?
I believe in whenever there's a conflict in a relationship, I believe in just walking away.
Yeah.
Not walking away isn't like break up. No, I believe in like going outside, cooling off, and then come back and then try to solve the conversation. I mean the conflict. Because I'm one person who's not good at communication, especially when I'm in a relationship. I'd rather keep quiet and then after a few hours come back and then continue with life. Yeah, sorry, yes, you did this, yes, we continue with life. Because women have a certain way of pressing the buttons. I'm not saying I'm violent. Like women can press those buttons, you know, you were not even aware that you have them.
Yeah.
Like there's a red button and then there's that extra red button that women can reach.
Yeah.
And then if you are weak, and then how can I say, if you are weak and then you can't control yourself, you probably going to end up being part of the statistic as an abusive man. You understand?
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like men out there should like work on their composure, work on their attitude, on how to attack conflicts in a relationship.
They need therapy. They need to talk. They need to...
Yeah, like seek help out there, man.
They need help. Yeah.
Sabe tabasadi, guys. Sabe tabasadi.
Okay. Are there any stereotypes about men or masculinity that you know and understand today that you didn't know and understand, I guess, years ago, that you feel like have shaped you today?
Yeah, can't think of anything now.
Can't think of anything.
Wait. How can I put it? Okay.
Because I know a lot of people, they were raised on that ideology that a man is the head of the house, so now you have to grow up and become the head of the house.
Okay, yes, a man can be head of the house, but that doesn't mean you have to disrespect your wife.
Yeah.
I mean, you married this person, so meaning in the house they have a say. You can't just go out there and make decisions because you're the head of the house.
Yeah.
You understand? So I feel like this thing of I'm the man of the house can be the reason on how most men treat their wives now.
Yeah.
Because I'm not married, yes, but I feel like a lot of married men and women out there, they are not happy. That's what I feel. I feel like they're just being there for the sake of their kids. And it's usually because of men. It's usually because of men with this mindset of I'm the head of the house, so I'm not supposed to do certain things. And I'm supposed to like take decisions on my own because I'm the head of the house. And no woman should question my decisions.
Yeah.
Of which is wrong. I mean, you've been with this person for a period of time before you decided that you want to marry them. So why should you be the head of the house and make decisions on your own? Of which doesn't make sense, because before you married this person, you were different. And then now that you're married, you want to change and make decisions on your own.
Okay. 19. Growing up, was there a man or an older adult that you were able to confide in and you could open up to and speak to about certain issues or situations?
Nah, not really. Cause I'm from a family house, né? And I grew up with my cousins, and most of my cousins are males. And then obviously there were older ones, and then there's us, and there are the ones that are following us. So it was easier for me to like open up to them, even if it's not intentionally, because it can be like a conversation, we're chilling as Majida or Jarate, and then we're talking.
Yeah.
And that.
Yeah.
And then it becomes easier for me to like open up to them, because we're talking, Ejo, how was your day?
Yeah.
How was your week? What happened? What have you been doing? So you end up opening up unintentionally, because like how believe you are.
Yeah.
How believe you, and then you just open up.
Are they your age group? As in,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The ones that you were talking to.
Yeah.
But outside of the family, there wasn't anyone.
I'm not an open book, by the way.
Yeah, most of all. The men that you looked up to in your life, what qualities did they have?
They are men. They are men.
What do you mean by they are men?
The things that they do, like providing loving us advices, they they've been giving us ever since we were young up until now. I mean, I can go home now, get show that advice. I feel like I know a lot of things because of them.
Yeah.
Because they never let us rest. Me and my cousins, they never let us rest. Because they make sure they're trying to see us successful. And I feel like, and if I'm not gonna work hard and become successful, I feel like go disappointed in a way. So yeah, they are men though. They are men. I mean, I know how to treat women because of them now.
Yeah.
I know how to stand up on my own because of them. Like a lot of things. I know a lot of things now because of them.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I don't smoke nyaupe now because of them.
Did you smoke? No.
No, I never smoked nyaupe.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay, no, I thought you smoked it and
Nah.
you left it. Okay.
Nah,
Okay.
I'm just saying like they prevented me from smoking nyaupe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No, that's good.
yeah.
At least. What makes you feel like a man? And I mean it in a sense that if I were to strip you of the elements that you're about to mention now, you no longer feel like a man.
Not being able to say I have what's mine. Yeah, cause I can't say I'm a man knowing almost all of the things that I own were bought for me.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Oh, it goes back to that whole providing thing.
Yeah, cause I want to see myself saying I own this and this and this, and I've worked hard for that, and there's no one who said here's an allowance or Tsara 2,000, go and buy this.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if there's someone who said to me, Tsara child and go and buy this, I can't say I own this
Yeah.
with my chest.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't say I own this. I can't say I own that because Bam buys this on it basically. So not being able to say I own this and I've worked hard for it, that makes me less of a man.
That's what you feel.
Yeah. Cause I always ask myself, how does it feel to wake up in your own house? How does it feel to have that car that you've always wanted growing up?
Yeah.
So yes, I'm not at that stage now. I'm not at that level. I don't have a house, I don't have a car of my dreams. But then
The process of it.
the process of it, yeah.
Yeah.
And me, like for example, me not being able to like be productive in a day. I know like I have to rest, né? But there are some days whereby I feel like okay, I've been resting and I'm not productive,
Yeah.
and my finances are drying out because I have no income now.
Yeah.
That kind of stresses me, and I end up feeling like less of a man. So yeah, so me being productive and me being able to say I own this and I bought it with my own money and the money that I've worked hard for.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's when I feel like okay, now I'm a man. So if there's someone who came and ripped all those things off me,
Yeah.
trust me, I'm finished.